Okay, can you guys see? Okay, hi, here is my audience, part of them, if you can see them. Hold on. It's not showing you. There's 4 of them there. And my daughter, my granddaughter, my husband, our friends, the Hart, and my son-in-law and grandson. Okay, she's all yours. Okay, you got it? Okay, thank you for coming tonight. I appreciate this so much. We are talking about through a child's eyes how we learn responsibility from the time we're young all the way to when we grow up. First, we have learning how to work. And we are using Walt Disney to help us to learn how to do this. When I was a little girl, we had a garden at home. And my dad plowed the backyard along the fence, and we helped plant. I had the beans and the carrots. My sister had the tomatoes, and my brother had the radishes. And we had to make sure that they were watered and weeded. And when they grew, then we got to harvest them. And then guess what happened? We had to eat them. It was fabulous. And in doing all this, we were learning how to work, and work was teaching us responsibility. Now, as we grow, there's someone else. Walt Disney. He knew the value of work and responsibility, and he built a whole company on it, but he did it in a fun way. Okay, painting a picture. The picture is a portrait of the person who painted it. It says who you are. It shows your integrity. Walt Disney, what he did was he created Disney University. And at this university, he worried about every detail. And so at Disney University, he taught his employees how to take care of the guests, whether they came to his park, whether they were on his cruise ship, or whatever they did with Disney. Every employee there has to go through 1 week of Disney University. Making people's dreams come true. Walt Disney is very good at doing this. If you can dream it, you can do it. Now, everyone has dreams. I bet each one of you has a dream too. Even you, don't you? Yeah. And you guys have dreams too. And maybe when you're that little, just playing with something. Is that right, Sammy? Probably playing with something is a good dream, or helping mommy around the house. Well, when I was little, my dream was a piano. I wanted one really, really bad. And one year, my dad and mom surprised me at Christmas. Now, this was an old piano, so my dad refinished it. My mom took me to piano lessons. My sister, as she knew I was going to be a concert pianist, as somebody who plays for people. And my brother, he just liked playing on the piano because he was little. But that was my dream, and my whole family supported me. And I bet for you guys, your family supports you too, and you support your family because you're responsible. I bet you have chores at home, right? Maybe you do dishes, or you pick up the toys, or you go get mommy a diaper when the baby needs one. Probably so. Well, that's what we do when we're little. And when we grow bigger, maybe we're doing the laundry and stuff. And you know what happens? When you're ready to go off to college and not be with mom and dad anymore, you know exactly what to do. So you can be responsible because you were trained what to do and how to take care of yourself and your things. All for one and one for all. This was Pirates Night on the ship. Now, everybody works together. At Disney University, Disney did this so well that other companies like Microsoft and IBM, they wanted to know his secret because he didn't just come up with every detail, but he taught his employees how to do it in a fun way. So everybody enjoyed their job. It wasn't just a job and you went to get a paycheck. It was, I enjoy being here. And so, let's go to this one. Sharing responsibility in a fun way. Okay. You want to make this a memorable experience. In your families, you make memories. You go on vacations together and have fun. Or maybe you can do a service project like Secret Santa. Has anyone ever done that? We did that when my kids were little, and they thought that was so much fun. Or maybe your company does something fun. We did Breakfast with Santa every year, where we would have the kindergartners from the school district, and they would come see Santa, and we'd feed them breakfast. And these kids just weren't any kids. These kids were from a very poor school district. And so these presents we got them, sometimes they didn't have much to open at Christmas. And so this was really an important thing to them. And it's something they looked really forward to. Okay, practice, practice, practice. When we practice something, we get better at it, right? And so maybe when you first try making a bed, maybe it's got a few lumps in it, right, Sammy? Possibly, yeah. But if we practice it, we probably get better. Maybe you play an instrument at school. When you first got it, you probably didn't know what you were doing, right? But with practice, you could actually play a real song. And then you go to college, and you know some of it, but you know what? You learn a lot of new stuff. And with that new stuff, you get to go out and get a job. I asked Dad, I bet when he started, he didn't know everything he knows now. You practice, practice, practice. And as you practice, you get better at being responsible. Make your elephant fly. Planning is essential. I bet you can ask your mom. She plans things out for the family. If you're going on vacation, she makes sure everybody has something so you don't get there and say, Mom, I don't have a bathing suit. Mom, where's my underwear? It doesn't happen because Mom's responsible and she's making sure it's done. When you're playing a game, you're being responsible. You need to make sure all the details of the pieces are there and everything, and keep it fun. When you're at work, you work as a team sometimes. We always had a meeting, and we would each have assignments, and we would have to fulfill those assignments. And so we're creating something, whether it was a certain assignment, and we all did our parts, and together we made our elephants fly. We made it, we created something, and then it was done. Okay. Working together teaches everyone responsibility. I challenge you to go home and to think of something you can be responsible for, whether you're young or old. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Can you stop the broadcast?